Hi, everybody. This is Shaman Healing. Oh my God, Shaman Impact Shaman Healer. Sorry, I almost said Spiritual Healing Tarot because I had to change my name. So if you are looking for that channel, that's me, you guys. Unfortunately, I had to change the tag because I couldn't find my channel no matter what I did. And I had someone even leave a comment like, hey, is this you? And I was like, no, that's not my channel. Someone literally had Spiritual Healing Tarots with an S. And I was like, that's crazy that someone can have a tag like that close. But I'm like, that's social media. So I wanted to make sure I made a tag that spoke on my spiritual journey of what I'm doing, what I'm currently working on in my life, and the service I plan to offer to this channel once I actually get all my certification and everything done. So yeah, this is Empath Shaman Healer, and I hope you guys are doing well. I wanted to show my face today because Spirit was telling me to start showing my face and stop being so much in the background. I really don't like being on camera. I'm like, legit, let me be the director. Let me help people. Let me tell people what to do from a distance, like staying in the shadows. I really don't like being on camera. I feel like it's so unnecessary in this day and age when everybody wants to be on a camera. And I'm like, God, there's some of us who really don't like to be on the camera and who don't care to be like famous, like, and have all that public notoriety and scrutiny. Some of us really do treasure privacy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know what comes with fame and I seen it, and I'm like, it comes with a lot of stress, scrutiny, and I'm like, maybe that's why Spirit's like, no, you're meant to be out in the limelight. You're meant to be a star because you don't want it. You don't want it. You don't care for it. And that's like the best person to be, in the limelight, because it's like, yeah, no, this is me and I'm going to show up the best me as I can be, right? Authentic, and telling everyone else to be their best authentic self. And it's okay if you don't want to be on the fucking camera. You know what I mean? It's okay if you don't want to be famous. It's okay if you want to make moves behind the scene. You know what I mean? As long as you're being your best authentic self, that's all that really matters at the end of the day. So I hope everybody is doing well. I really appreciate all the subscriptions. All the subscribers are going to do the giveaway. I'm going to pull 2 winners instead of 1. So I'm going to do a 30-minute reading of whatever the viewers choice want, and send a free spray from my store that is handmade. If you haven't yet, check out my store, vibingwithpurpose.com. Again, vibingwithpurpose.com. I am here to help the collective as best as I can. So with my handmade goods, definitely go check out my store. Thank you to everybody who supports the channel. And if you went and checked out my store, I appreciate it. Hopefully you'll find stuff there. Go on the home page and search like all products. It's a lot more than what it shows. I gotta have the layout changed because the layout is completely different than what it needs to be. You know what I mean? To make it efficient and clear and cut, to make it easier to find all the products. I have like over 100 products in my store. It's crazy. A lot of stuff. So hopefully you guys find something that resonates and they'll be able to help you. So with that being said, I don't have the bells currently right now, and I do apologize. I should have had the bells on a different phone to ring the bells, but it's all good. This is where I ask permission to flow into your energy. If you are new here, please give me your permission to be a part of this reading and this energy exchanges where you say yes. If you have said yes and given me permission to be a part of this reading, I really appreciate you guys being here so much. And I'm really taking the time to, vibe with my frequency. I'm glad to know that my energy is resonating with people. And I hope we continue to grow. I hope I can continue to cultivate an energy of enlightening people, helping people, raising people's frequency and energy, and giving people things to think about from a different perspective. So it was bringing me to this conversation I had with my loved one, and it was telling, like, I had a dream literally the other night. I think it was literally the day before yesterday, and it was like the most intense dream I think I've had in a long time, because I literally woke up and jumped up and wrote it down in a journal because that's how intense it was. And I was like, oh no, I'm meant to journal this. And in the dream that I had, literally vivid, intense, um, there's damn near like Noah's flood. I don't know how else to describe it because I even looked it up afterwards, like when I had the dream, and it was like I was telling him like it was like a medieval setting, and that's as close as I can get to like the setting to describe the setting, and yet it's not medieval. I don't know how else to describe it. It's kind of like think of I told him think Princess Bride, right? Like that farmland, that pretty naturey. It's the 80s. It's definitely like what the 80s fantasy settings look like. And maybe that's what the divine, like, put in source, put in my mind, because it knows I love those settings of movies. Like, oh no, let me give you a familiar setting that will describe it, right? So you can visualize it, and it'll stick with you more, right? Because they know I love like the 80s. I love the 80s fantasy movies. I need to go watch and binge some, because it's like my childhood, and they definitely been wanting me to watch things that take me to a happy place. And if you're like me, you grew up, you're an 80s kid, right? I love the 80s fantasy sci-fi era, all the romance movies, all those cheesy movies of the 80s are like the best to me. So, I had a dream that legit, like, I was flooding in, and there's like animals, and there's all this nature, and there's all these people like with no clothes on. And I was like, what the hell is in this dream? I was like, why are we all like with no clothes on? And it legit was like being teleported, and not remembering the past. Like I couldn't remember anything. I couldn't remember who I was. Um it really was like a blank slate. And I'm like, in this environment, I don't know if I went in the past. I asked my cards, right? So I asked the divine, I'm like, is this like ancient times? And it said yes. So I feel like I can share this story. I feel like if they didn't want me to share the story, maybe I wouldn't have had the dream, knowing what I do for a living. Maybe spirit wanted me to share this, because maybe someone else has had these dreams and these visions I've been having lately during my awakening. And it legit was like I was being teleported, and I asked like my angel cards, right? I asked the angelic realm out, and I used my angel deck. I was like, is this ancient times, or what would be considered ancient times? And it was like, yes. And I was like, so then I asked, I was like, is this things to come? And it was like, yes. And I was like, okay, even more interesting, right? And I was like, so was it real, right? Like, is it real? And it was like, no. And I was like, okay, now I'm confused. So it's of ancient times, it's to come, but it's not real. And I'm like, so, and it was like, wait for a sign, right? Like, wait for a sign. And it just I kept pulling, wait for a sign. Like, pause, wait, step back, wait for a sign. And it was like in the future, coming, like coming in the future. I kept pulling like in the future months, future years, not even future years. I think it was like in months and weeks, like in the future to come. I don't know what that means, y'all. Something like this intense dream that I had some shit is coming in the future. I don't know if it's like inner earth or what would be described as inner earth, because like I have tarot decks, and I swear to God, my tarot decks look like what I dreamed of. Like I like it's one of my it's like one of my star seed decks, and there's literally a part where it's like it shows inner earth, and I swear to God, that's what my dream looked like. Literally, like what the tree, like the and in this deck on this card, 'cause I'm really trying to describe it. On this card, it splits and it shows like an inside earth, and it's literally like this naturey lush green area inside of inner earth, and everyone's butt naked, and people are like, freaking out a little bit. But then you got all these men like trying to get people in line to like give them clothes and all this shit. And I'm like, bitch, let me find out I'm like Lilith right now, because I had very Lilith vibes. Like once I thought about it, I was like, yo, I wonder if this is Lilith's energy, right? Or like the dream of Lilith, right? Rebelling against the masculine order, right? Because she's been coming to me a lot. And Lilith, the first woman, this is ancient times that I'm having this dream. So I'm having like a vision of I don't know, like Eden, maybe. I don't know. But I was like rebellious as shit. I was like, no, I'm not putting clothes on. Like, it's like, no, I'm not putting on clothes. Like, y'all don't run me. Y'all don't run this system. Y'all, we're not doing this again. I literally said that. I was like, we're not doing this again. Y'all are not telling me what to do. Like, y'all are not the boss of me. Y'all are not supposed to be running this. And the divine definitely wanted me to remember that. Like, no, y'all are the patriarch, the male, no disrespect to men. Like, again, if your masculinity is fractured by this conversation, I'm gonna tell you now, to any of my men that subscribe and watch me, this is where you might want to bail out. Because if your masculinity is that fragile, while we can't have these adult conversations, this conversation is definitely not gonna suit you and be your cup of tea. And I mean that with no shade, but honesty. I was like, no, y'all not gonna put clothes on us. You're not gonna tell us what to do. Because I told him, I saw like a toga, right? Like, no, like what a sheet would look like wrapped around you, and like trying to cover women up. And I'm like, no, we're supposed to be free. Like, I'm not putting on those clothes. Like, I was like hella rebellious. Like, no, my tiles are supposed to be out. Like, and if you know me, I really don't like clothes. I hate clothes. I really do. I feel like they're so fucking useless. Like, I really like walking around with no pants on. I get underwear, right? But I really prefer my Taz and the Breeze kind of life, which is why I'm like, these kids got to get the fuck out the house. Like, go to college, go do something. Go do something. Go be a kid, go explore, go fuck your life up, go rebuild it, go do all this stuff. But I need my fucking house, because, like, I want to walk with my tops in the breeze. Like, I'm sick of all this restrictive shit that I'm like, and I'm so, like, I really enjoy looking up other cultures. Like, you look up a lot of, there's still many indigenous and African cultures we are not allowed in. Like, they keep us out, and we have photos of people who have been allowed to take photography of these like very ancient elder indigenous tribes. They ain't got no damn tops on. Like, the women have no clothes on, or if they do, it's these like handmade, very, it's still a lot of skin out. And I'm like, no, that's how we're supposed to be. We're not supposed to be wearing all these heavy clothes that like block us, right? That block our downloads, right? It keeps us disconnected from the divine. And that's what really was being sent to me. Like, no, how we live now keeps us so disconnected from source, right? We wear too many clothes, so we don't connect with source. Like, I need to find like a naked meditation class. Like, I would not be ashamed to be around a bunch of naked people. Really, I have no shame in my body. Like, a class where we just wear underwear, but like, even the women, all the women, all the men, like, no tops on, right? Like, just super skin, connecting to source, meditating, right, in this energetic place of, really just trying to tap into your most powerful self, right? So you can start having visions and really tapping into source. It sounds crazy. I don't care if it sounds crazy, but that's really how we're meant to live. The fact that many indigenous cultures still practice that tells me, no, that's how we're supposed to be. Like, because our clothes aren't made to keep us connected to source. Like, we got nylon and rayon, and I forget all the stuff that's, in our clothes that like blocks the frequency, right? Because I actually looked this up. And it was talking about, oh yeah, like a lot of materials, even the stuff that's made on our blankets and our sheets at night, there's a reason why a lot of us don't astral travel. So I bought these very expensive sheets that are really good. I intentively went and bought these sheets that cost me like $300 or something like that. 2 sets of sheets that cost me $300 because they were made with like I think it's like 100% cotton and some other stuff. Forget what like my sheets are made out of, but a material that was approved, right? Like, to help you with astral traveling, right? So it wouldn't block you from having intense dreams. It wouldn't block you from astral traveling. It wouldn't block you from, getting intense downloads, stuff like that. So I highly advise y'all looking up like the best material clothes to wear, the best like sheets to have on your bed. All that stuff matters, because that's when you get downloads, right? So start really taking care of taking nighttime very serious, right? Like what you wear in sense of nightgowns, what you like start sleeping. I know we love our tits, women, ladies. I know it. I know we love our bobs and stuff like that, but we really are supposed to be sleeping with as minimal clothes on as possible, like underwear and stuff. I get, right? But we're really supposed to be like connecting skin to skin with our partners, um, things like that, right? I sleep personally with a bra on, like a sports bra on, because I love my bobs way too much to like let them sag. But if I was in a civilization, I was like, yeah, we don't care. It's because we're superficial. So like, I can't even let my bob sag because we live in these times where it's like, oh, your tits sag, right? Oh, your boobs are droopy. I dropped cards. Sorry. So you see me looking around. So like I have to be superficial and can't even just let my bobs do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, I know y'all weren't expecting this conversation to be a bob conversation, but you get what I'm saying, right? Like I can't even be myself and feel comfortable enough, and I'm working on that, right? The idea of like, no, just be yourself, right? Like it's okay, take it off. It's okay if they drop a little. Whatever partner is meant for, you're gonna love your body no matter how it looks, right? So it's just learning to be more self-conscious and taking better care of myself and knowing how I'm supposed to be so I can stay connecting better with source. I highly advise the same thing with you guys. Like, yeah, like just look up clothes, get rid of clothes that don't help you connect to nature, where you can feel all the pricklies on your skin, right? Get rid of clothes that like block your energy flow. Look up clothes, like look up what materials block that and start donating those clothes and buying clothes, much more minimalistic clothes, and buying clothes that help you better connect the source. Underwear, bras that help you better connect the source, that are made of materials that are really good for you. Same thing with your hair. Like I know for women, we love wigs, we love weaves, we love all these hair products that block and clog the shit out of our pores, right? So start using more natural products in your hair, natural makeup, actual organic, all organic makeup, natural makeup. Um, what else? Just be very conscious of the stuff that you could really be conscious of when you're going on this spiritual journey, because I'm telling you, that dream was so symbolic for uh waking me up to what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Like, no, this is, and what's to come. Like, there's a reset coming. There, like, I think people keep thinking, oh, we're going in a spiritual shift and reset, and it's gonna be this and this. I think we are thinking so minimal. We're not even thinking big picture. When people keep saying there's gonna be a spiritual shakeup and a great reset, I'm like, y'all are thinking fucking small. I'm thinking like after that dream, no, we're talking about like, I'm serious. I'm talking about like a whole shift of like people possibly like, I don't know, leaving this plane into a different plane, or like literally being welcomed into a part of the earth that's been secluded from us, that we haven't known existed, but it's existed, being welcomed there. I don't know how else to describe that, but there's something massive coming. And for those who are actively doing the spiritual work on themselves to shift and not being distracted by all the distractions that distract us in the world, right? And the divine spirit really wants you working on you right now. I can't emphasize that enough. This ain't about your children, this ain't about your partners, this ain't about your parents. This is about you doing you, because a lot of people aren't going to whatever I dreamt of. Like when I was there, it was not a lot of people. And I'm not saying that there isn't. I could have only seen one part of it, right? There could have been a whole lot of other people being brought in on another side and another side. But my point is, whatever that first shift looks like, I don't think it looks like a lot of people, right? Because a lot of people get distracted on their journey. And this great awakening, whatever this great awakening is, most of y'all know y'all are spiritually shifting and still don't believe it. And that's going to block you from shifting, right? A lot of y'all are around people who are spiritually awakened and they're trying to help you awaken. Y'all still don't believe it. Y'all still are in denial. Like, y'all won't be shifting. I don't know how else to describe that shit. Like, somebody could literally be next to you in the bed and be fucking teleported out. Like, there's so many people who talk about alien abductions being snatched out their fucking bed and coming back, and time is not the same there as it is here, and their fucking memory being wiped. Like, people have experienced that shit. So imagine that shit on a much bigger scale of like, oh no, people legit disappearing out of the fucking bed and gone, not coming back, right? And going to this place that's completely different. That's a reset and a reboot where technology don't exist like this. There ain't gonna be no cell phone to be able to call and be like, hey homie, I got abducted and you need to get your shit together. I don't know how else to describe that. Like, whatever I dreamt of was preparing, like, it's like, oh no, you need to wake people up so that they raise their vibrations and stop getting distracted, right? If someone asks me like, well, what about our children? What about our children? Children are innocent. So I think by nature, children are going to shift unless your children have done some heinous shit. Like, if a child is like robbed or killed someone, I don't know if they going. That's being honest, even if they're a child, right? I don't know if being just using the excuse, oh, they're a product of their environment is going to help. Like, I don't know how that works. They might have to legit work that karma off before they can shift. I don't know. But I'm telling you, like, I had a dream that literally showed me like a reset, and it was like olden times. It looked old. Like, it looked old. I was just amazed. Like, it was the most intense. Like, that shit felt real. I don't know how else to describe it. I woke up legit. My partner was like, what the fuck? Like, I literally jumped up and was like, hold up. Hold up. I gotta write this down. And I was explaining it. And it was just like, I was being hella rebellious. It was like, no, you're not gonna tell me put on clothes. Y'all don't run this place. Y'all are not, we're not about to go teleport to another place and people think they run this place. We're not meant to be ran, right? It was me really being like, no, there's no system. We're not about to set up a system. No, we're meant to flow. We're meant to free flow even in the next place. All this order and trying to set up, like, motherfuckers literally teleported and was trying to fucking set up a power system. Like, no. I was like, no. You're not about to tell me to put on clothes. You're not about to tell me what to do. We're not about to set up power structures in this new beautiful place wherever the fuck we just teleported to. No, we're not. I'm not wearing clothes. I was like, you're not about to tell me what to do. Right? Spirit, what do you want the collective to know now that I've told them my dream? I'm sure some people are like, well, yeah, it's kind of a crazy dream, right? I know. And yet I don't think it was a dream. I think I had a clear as day vision because I felt it in my skin when I woke up. Like, I was sweating. It was intense. Like, I legit jumped up and Spirit told me to write it down. So I felt like because I was told to write it down, I was meant to talk about it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have remembered it. Like, there's dreams I have that are so intense that I don't remember. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if I'm having dreams that intense that I actually remember it, I was meant to remember it and I was meant to write it down. You know what I mean? So, and I was meant to tell the collective, to wake the collective up. Something major is coming. And it's either the earth or the divine, or it is both of them working together. I don't know how else to tell you that. Whether that's God, divine source, however you resonate, there's something happening. And I even got confirmation by my angels when I used my angel deck afterwards. And it was like, yes. Like, no, something's coming. The power struggles that be can't exist anymore. Like, our structure is fucking the planet up. How we've lived can't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Alright. What else do you want the collective to know, Spirit? Hope that resonated, that story, because somebody else watching me may have had that dream and like, bro, no way, I've been having these intense visions. Describe your story down in the comment section. Let me know if you've been having intense dreams, intense visions. You're not alone, I promise you. I've been seeing on YouTube a few people talking about their dreams being more intense lately. And it's a Virgo new moon tonight, y'all. So in case you're unaware, not tonight, sorry, tomorrow night. Based on when this video is probably going to go up, it's probably going to go up either, I feel like I should put it up today before tomorrow, the Virgo new moon. But definitely let go of your fears. The Virgo new moon is about setting boundaries. It's about claiming your mental peace. It's about planting seeds of love, abundance, prosperity. That's what the Virgo new moon is about. It's about loving yourself. It's about facing your fears. It's about facing your shadow self, facing things that you've buried from your childhood trauma. It's about facing all of that stuff. We have face your fears. What I tell you, see, first card I picked up, release the power of fear. It's like, take your blinders off. You see this, how it's like covering your face? It's like, face your fear. Spirit just confirmed that. Face your fears, release the power of fear. Fear has had a chokehold on us for a long time. It's how this system runs. This system runs on fear mongering, whether it's COVID, war, politics, religion wars, racial wars, political agenda wars, body wars. Like, all this shit is distractions and to keep you in fear. Let go and face your fears. Take your blinders off and start walking in your faith, y'all. Start trusting your intuition. Start trusting that if you are watching this video and you found my channel, you are on a spiritual journey. You've already had a spiritual awakening, or at least is going through the beginning parts of a spiritual awakening. You found this video and you found me intentionally, okay? Especially where I'm at in my own journey, right? Like, I ain't 100% there, but I'm there. I'm waking up. I'm definitely accepting that what I'm seeing is real. Like, it's intense. I trust and I believe that the divine, the source, the cosmos, whatever you want to believe, God, is definitely showing me vision so that I stop being afraid. So that I start trusting the universe more. So that I start trusting myself more. And so I stop questioning and second guessing what my purpose is. You know what I mean? So this is definitely a universal message of face your fears, everybody. Archangel Gabriel showing up, messenger of creativity and hope. So remember, we were talking about y'all were worried about your children, right? This is Archangel Gabriel in particular coming through during this reading, saying messenger of creativity and hope. And Archangel Gabriel is the children. He watches over the children. See that? So no, Archangel Gabriel watches over our children. So if you ever be worried about your children, pray to Archangel Gabriel to watch over them and cover them, right? To keep them in a childlike state, to keep them in their innocence, because we live in a world where everything they watch, whether it's SpongeBob, there's all kind of perversions in even these childhood shows, right? That keep wanting to taint these children's innocence and taint these children's light, right? And to keep them from tapping into being spiritual beings, right? Because children are the best vessels for talking to the divine and source. You ever see a baby or a kid looking like they're talking to somebody, but you can't see it? That shit could be your ancestor. It could be your guardian angel. Could be their guardian angel. Could be y'all's ancestors. Could be an angel, a spirit guide, right? You just have to hope it's of the highest light, because if you are living in the light, that only light beings are going to be around these babies and children, right? So be careful of what you watch around your children too. Like, I know a lot of people love that fucking horror genre, and that horror genre now is not what it used to be in the 80s. It's nothing but hexes, curses, rune casting, image casting, putting spells into your house, putting witchcraft into your house, putting demons, entities, dark entities in your house. I don't watch no modern horror. No way, Jose. Down to the music, the sounds, everything is intentional to bind you into fear, trauma, and darkness around you. No, thank you. Be careful and protect your children and protect yourself. Right? He is the messenger of creativity and hope, and he's telling you to stay hopeful. This is a good time under the Virgo. This is confirmation that under this Virgo new moon, we need to start practicing creativity. What are you creative about? What inspires you? What motivates you? What lifts your spirit up? What makes you happy, right? Find your purpose and walk into it with creativity and hope. Cheer up. Spirit is telling you cheer up and live in the moment. Spirit is saying whatever is to come, you need to be happy, embrace it, and live in the moment, because know that you are a part of the shift, right? You've been told, you've been awakened, you've been planting seeds of, you've been doing good things in your community, right? If you run a business, okay, this is do something free this week, okay? If this message found you, do something nice for a total stranger this week. Put good vibes out this week, okay? Do something for someone completely you don't know, all right? You could possibly change someone's whole day. Do a good deed. Stop always being tied to money, money, money. People need help right now, and the divine is definitely calling us into service. That's community service, right? So use your gifts and your tools and your business to do something for free every week for someone, all right? Pick someone up, all right? Cheer up. Live in the moment. Every day you wake up, have gratitude. Say a prayer. I pray to to God, to the divine source, to whatever, Mother Nature, you know what I mean? That I am so grateful to wake up and see another day, because plenty of people are not waking up. And I think we forget how precious just praying gratitude of, I am grateful that I'm one of the people who woke up today. And I get to seize today to pursue the things I love, right? And then we have vacation. Take time for relaxation and adventure. I've been needing to do this. This one might be a personal one, but it's saying go on a retreat, go on a vacation. Some of y'all should look up a spiritual retreat. Just some advice. Literally type in spiritual retreat, spiritual vacation. Look up I've been saying it for way too long. Spirit's probably gonna beat my ass because it's like, oh, you keep saying it, right? What is it that I keep saying? I want to go to a hot bath. What's it called? Hot spring, right? Yeah, hot spring. Go to a hot spring, y'all. Look up hot spring. Look up spiritual retreat. See if you can find a medicine man or a medicine woman in your city that's affordable. Go get some Reiki healing. Go take a spa day. You know what I'm saying? But go on a trip and have a good time and make it spiritual. Go to some spiritual places on that vacation. But take time for relaxation and a grand adventure, baby. We have epiphany. Seek clarity. See? I had an epiphany. Pay attention to them visions and them dreams, right? See things with clarity. Ask the divine to show you. Pay attention to your visions and your dreams, all right? Pay attention to them creative downloads coming through. That might be Gabriel telling you, I know I've been sending you signs. I've been sending you synchronicities. Some of y'all may have been seeing peacocks, birds, butterflies, moths, rainbows, definitely any kind of bird imagery, you know what I mean? Or birds around your house. We definitely have angel of miracles showing up. Open your heart and expect a miracle. That is the divine and the angelic realm telling us. Angel of miracles. Open your heart and expect a miracle. That means trust the unknown, trust the divine source, trust the divine mother. All right? Trust your God, whoever you pray to. If you don't have a God and you're like, I don't believe in God, then you believe in Mother Nature, you believe in the universe. So, pray to the universe. Tell the universe, I trust you, right? Expect a miracle. Expect the unexpected. Some of y'all, this can also speak of some of y'all having a miracle baby, because the fact that there's a baby in this. Some of y'all might be expecting a baby, an unexpected pregnancy. Maybe giving birth to a new idea, a new business venture. It's telling you to open your heart. The divine's trying to help you with that idea. Memories. Cherish memories of loved ones. This is your ancestors coming through. Some of y'all's ancestors been sending y'all visions and dreams. That's a confirmation. Seek clarity, memories, cherish memories of loved ones. Open your heart and expect a miracle. Because in my prayer, I always pray to the angels. They came through. This is confirmation that they hear me during my readings. And I pray to the ancestors and the spirit guides. And they came through saying memories. So that's them. Whenever y'all have flashbacks, memories of your childhood. Remember I just said like 80s movies. Like, oh my God, that reminds me of my childhood and things I used to do with my family and stuff like that. It's because this Virgo new moon and this retrograde. We have 8 planets in retrograde. So it's going to bring back memories. It's going to bring back things you love in childhood. And it's to get you to start doing more. That's why it says live in the moment. Right? Do more of the things that bring you good memories. Do more things that you love. Do the things that you loved as a child, right? Because when we were children, we were innocent, right? And we knew how to have fun without worrying about bills and responsibilities. I don't care if you look goofy. Go roller skating, go bowling, go do something that you loved as a child. Go put on them 70s, 80s, 60s movies. Go listen to some old school music. You know, have a jam session tomorrow to start your day on the way to work or when you come home. Do things that make you happy. And if a song from like a passed on loved one comes on, you know it's them trying to communicate with you. Pay attention to numbers and synchronicities as well. What spirit animal wants to come out to us? Source. I hope you guys are liking this video. I know it was hella unexpected and off track and all over the place, but hey, that's the beauty to me. I'm a gypsy. I go with the flow, you know? So hopefully I inspire people to start going with the flow and not being judged and being more random. If you haven't yet, like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, leave a comment down below how this reading resonated, where you're from, if you enjoyed this reading, a thank you, gratitude, whatever, you know, if you feel you're found this reading intentionally, but definitely because it helps push me out on the YouTube algorithm, you guys. So definitely please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and turn on that notification bell so you can be the first here to help push me out on the algorithm so we can continue to grow this beautiful soul, you know, this soul family for the awakening and whatever is to come that the divine or God or source has planned. All right, let's see. We have Loon, intuitive. What I tell you, this is epiphany, trusting your intuition. Listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Wasn't that whole conversation about this, y'all? Come on, look at this. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. See? We ain't meant to blend in. We ain't all meant to look alike. We're meant to be us, and we will find our tribe. You see that? It's like these loons. I never heard of a loon. I'm gonna have to look them up. But it's like, you know, this duck, right? You'll find your tribe. Might not be a lot of you, but it'll be some of you. And oh my God, I've been finding feathers that's been dark like this. So that's interesting. Some of y'all might have been finding feathers on your walks in nature. Go sit under a tree. Go read a book under a tree. Go on a nature walk, like in the morning. Start walking around your block or something in the morning. Say hello to your neighbors. Introduce yourself to your neighbors. Start putting out vibrant, beautiful energy wherever you go. Even if someone's trying to piss you off, because Mercury's in retrograde, people are going to try you. Disengage. It's the energy astrologically. Don't get in arguments. Avoid people you know you don't get along with. Avoid drama. Avoid the keep doing you, my loves. And use your intuition. Because some of y'all have intuitive gifts and y'all are getting intuitive downloads. This is a confirmation. Dolphin at the bottom. Play. Swim in the happy joy of living. This is for Palladians. By the way, dolphins are symbology to Lemuria, Atlantis, and Palladians. So for those who know, you know what I'm talking about. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. The dolphin is telling us that play and have fun. Didn't I say it's all about having a good time, reminiscing, being a child again? Living life with a childlike manner. Reinforcing that card. Live in the moment. Cheer up. Raise your vibrations. The divine needs us to pick our vibrations up. So even if it means memories raise our vibrations, we need to do that. And then we have the moose, wisdom. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. So that means being out in nature, doing more grounding. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. Some of y'all really got to connect to your heart chakras, man, and listen to your navigation. All right. Start watching like looking up YouTube, legit. Look up intuition tests. There's people who do all kind of intuition tests. And I've been doing it more often. Like the chick I watch, I got 2 chicks I watch that do intuition tests. Start honing your intuition, right? Like even every day, just watch a video that tests your intuition so you can start better tuning into, you know what I mean, to the divine. Definitely do it out in nature. It's a good time to watch a video like that. So while you're planted in nature. But it says, let your head and your mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul, because we're all old souls. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. So if y'all been seeing a moose, the moose symbolizes wisdom. If you haven't seen a moose, you may about to see one, because it's going to be a confirmation that you're an old soul. And this card is a confirmation that you're an old soul and that you carry a lot of wisdom, and that your ancestors, look at this, look at the confirmation with these cards, is sending you dreams. See this? Accessing your dreams through your memories. Your loved ones is sending you downloads of your past lives in your dreams so you can tap into the wisdom, so you can fulfill your life purpose in this timeline. That's what we're here for. Like those of us who chose to incarnate on earth, your whole purpose is to learn your life purpose so that you could become a star and no longer reincarnate. I've been telling the people I love, I'm not coming back, because I plan to fulfill my life purpose in this lifetime. As much as I love people, you know, and I love my family and my friends, if I can't help them in this lifetime, they don't want to be helped. I'm ready to be with my star family again. You know what I mean? I'm ready to be with my soul family. I said I was going to come here and help, you know, not be afraid, be a star, be the light in the dark, right? Help awaken as many people as I can. I'm not afraid of death. I've always wondered why I've never been afraid of death, and I know why now. Because intuitively, I think I've always known death is not death. Death is just me leaving this flesh, but my energy always watching over the people I love and ascending, you know, back into the star system and just not being afraid. Because I'm like, yeah, death isn't this dark, gloomy shit that we've been conditioned to believe, so that we die with fear and our spirits end up trapped in this fucking hellhole. We have a lot of loved ones who are trapped in this hellhole. And if you have a loved one who has passed on, please look up transition, like transition meditations and rituals that you can do to help a loved one transition on that you think may have died in a traumatic way, right? To help them pass on, let them go, right? You need to do a cutting cord ceremony, you need to do a letting go ceremony, and, you know, start doing the prayers of helping them transition to let go to this plane, so they can be amongst their star family. Like, you will see them again. You know what I mean? Don't hold them captive to this fucking land, okay? So we have the dog friend showing up. Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So some of y'all have dog guardians. I do. They're here to be your best friend. They are here to nurture you. They are here to love you and be, You know, they love without condition. They're here to teach you how to love without condition. Stop getting caught up in, that's what I'm saying, stop getting caught up in race, politics, all this stuff. Like, I don't care, like, whether it's the, whatever it is. Love people for who they are. Some of y'all haven't found y'all soulmate because y'all are caught up in race, culture, divide, sex, all this shit. Like, love those who love you, and you will find the person you love, right? And if you are already with that person you think is your soulmate, love them immensely, right? Choose to be happy. And some of y'all are meant to have a dog if you don't already. All right, y'all. Let's see what some of y'all's life purpose is. It's a longer video than I expected, but I knew Source today was like, no, I have done 2 short videos recently. I knew I was kind of due for a little bit of a longer one, because I knew Source definitely wanted me to tell that story and wanted to connect with me today. And I was like, that's why I'm on camera. I knew they wanted me on camera today as well. Something I don't do. So something about nutrition for the collective. They need us eating good. Some of y'all are chefs. Some of y'all should be chefs or cooking. Start cooking healthier food for people. Start recommending people eat healthier food. If you're a chef, start looking up meals that you can make for your clients that's healthier. Don't be a part of the problem. Be a part of the solution and start nourishing people's soul and body. You know, add some healthy, you know, appetizers or something. Even if they want to eat like crap for dinner. You know what I mean? And if you're a parent, this goes for you too. Start adding greens into people's diets. Eat salads. You gotta add salads to meals. I tell that to my partner all the time. Stop worrying about the damn aesthetic to a meal. Add a salad. It's coming up. Nutrition is super important right now. If you don't like salads, take supplements like I do with greens and vegetables in it. Because I know I don't always eat salad, and I don't like salad. I don't like the taste of many of the vegetables in salad. Like, I'll eat spinach and all that other stuff with my meals, sure. But I take a lot of supplements and definitely try to get my nourishment that way. I'm about to start getting into my teas again, because teas are definitely important. Definitely look up some good herbal teas that people make by hand. I hate the stuff that a lot of prepackaged shit. Look for the ones where you actually have to put it in the tea strainer. You know, it's loose herbs that you put in a tea strainer. I really am not a fan of tea bags, because I looked at what's in tea bags. A lot of plastic and other shit in tea bags. So definitely want to get a tea strainer and start putting your herbs in like that. But we have yoga coming up, you guys, as some of y'all's life purpose, or all of us. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercise. How we connect. You see the angel? It's how we connect to the divine, meditation and yoga. It's also how you activate your kundalini. Nutrition, you conduct healing work with your culinary skills. As y'all heard me say, nutrition, eating good, super important. Start making better meals, you guys. Crystals, your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. Some of y'all are meant to be Reiki healers, energy healers. Some of y'all are meant to work with crystals. Start touching, working with crystals more. Children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. We are meant to protect these children. It's too many creeps, pervs, and pedos, and all kind of weird ish out here. Protect these children, man. If you know you a good person and got a good heart, volunteer to be a coach, a teacher, a Girl Scout, Boy Scout, something. You know, help guide the youth. You see a misguided youth, help them. Don't punish them. Body work. Some of y'all are meant to be teachers. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. That's for some of y'all. Body work. Family. Loving your friends and family is central to your life purpose. Here you go. I say this all the time. Like, a lot of people aren't big on family, which I always find very interesting because I get it. There's some very toxic family in this timeline. This family doesn't also have to be blood, you guys. The family could be the family you choose that you bond and create. Because I know as I go on this spiritual journey, I've disconnected from a lot of my own family because we're not syncing energetically wise. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it's very important to build a family and tribe. And that's why I was telling my brother, I'm about to go to classes. I'm about to go meet people who are going to be my soul family, right? Who are going to support me, who are, entrepreneurs, who are in love and happy, who have very free flowing energy, who don't fucking meet the normal constructs. Like, I want them people who could truly live in a commune living. Like, I see the appeal to commune living because I feel like we've called them weirdos and ostracized them because they've learned to free flow in nature. So, of course, the powers and systems that be don't want us living like that. They want us living in these fucking closet apartments that are small shoe boxes where we fucking, think bad mental thoughts, harm ourselves and all kind of other shit because then we delete ourselves out of the system. You get what I'm saying? So, no, we're meant to vibe and be with people. We're meant to, connect with people and talk to people on a much more regular basis. You understand what I'm saying? So find your soul tribe. Put yourself out there. I'm telling you, you're not the only one being vulnerable right now. Let this be a message that the divine is sending a signal. We are all meant to be vulnerable right now. Artists, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. We all need a creative outlook. I legit was looking up pottery classes. I'm about to be out here real ghost, fucking pottery classes. You know what I mean? So look up whatever art it is, painting for you. I don't care if you suck at it. Poetry, pottery class, sewing, threading, anything. Whatever you can use as a create, we all need a creative outlook. It's how the divine connects to us because it makes us happy. We release these happy endorphins, right? So there's something about the creative energy space that helps release certain things that we need to release more regular. Flowers, working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose, which means we need to keep flowers and plants in our house. A lot of people don't keep flowers and plants in their house because of allergies. Get over them allergies, baby. I've done it. Recently, I had plants right next to my head. And even though my nose was burning a few nights, I dealt with it because I was like, no, I need them flowers help make my room feel a little bit more vibrant. I definitely need to go look up some plants that are easy to maintain so I can start having plant life in my house because it's super important. Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share with others. Some of y'all are meant to be healers, whether that's a nurse, a doctor, a therapist, hand therapy, whether that's massage therapy, Reiki, you name it. Some of y'all, there's all kind of healers out here. And y'all, like, so many of us are meant to be healers. Like, I think this is the biggest call by God in the divine and the angelic realm is to use your gifts. Some of y'all are great talkers, orators. Some of y'all are great listeners, and you can heal someone that way. But the earth needs massive healing so bad. We're so unaligned, it's fucking ridiculous. And they need us studying, reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So look, and you have the owl, which is all about knowledge. So this is definitely symbology of, because I pulled the wisdom card, Athena. Some of y'all, Athena wants to work with some of y'all. She's been coming to me too. Athena is the, wisdom gatekeeper about knowledge. Tahuti might be coming to some of y'all, which is Hermes Trismegistus, which is Thoth. All right. Horus might be coming to some of y'all. Zeus could be coming to some of y'all. Definitely pay attention. But definitely do some study and start looking up esoteric study, astrology, numerology. That's the first three things I highly advise is astrology first, numerology, and esoteric stuff. And start looking up some classes you want to take. Last card, you guys, and then we are done. I love you guys so much. I hope this reading resonated. I hope I motivated and inspired somebody. Like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, leave a comment down below. Please subscribe, and leave a comment down below. It is so appreciated. Leave y'all with this angel, last angel card. We have 31 showing up. Interesting. I am disciplined. Your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I am disciplined. I am disciplined. I am disciplined. So 31 could be, you could be 31 years old. You could be a life path 4. Because 3 and 1, if you know numerology, it could be a birthday, could be on the 31st, right? So your birthday could be on the 4th. Either way, I am disciplined. I am disciplined. So say that 3 times. That is the angel number for the day. I'm going to look at the bottom. 19. I am a pioneer. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. Told y'all that's what this Virgo new moon is all about. Independence and self-sufficiency. That's why I was out there butt naked talking about I ain't putting no clothes on. Because I was being independent and self-sufficient. And the necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work and aren't afraid to take big risk to achieve the life you desire. Y'all gotta start having to take these big risks to make them goals possible, baby. I am a pioneer. I am a pioneer. I am a pioneer. Say it with me. I am a pioneer. I am a trailblazer. I am a trailblazer. I am a trailblazer. And get out your own way. Get out your mind. Take risk. You know what I'm saying? Dare to be bold, be different. Stop limiting yourself with these limiting thoughts. I really have been reprogramming my mind. And even when my partner starts talking like that, I'm like, nope. Like, you have to start programming yourself that anything is possible, and the unexplainable and miracles are more possible than anything. That whatever you need is going to find its way to you if you have patience and you stay dedicated to your path. I love you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. I hope this reading resonated with someone. I send you love and light, and I hope to see you guys on the next video. Bye.